The captivating impact of digital technology. Young Congolese spend hours on their smartphones chatting with family and friends. The influx of affordable Chinese smartphone brands has enabled many of them to acquire phones.
Kweli telefoni zinatoka China zinasaidia watu mingi.
Telephones from China have helped many low-income earners in our country get smartphones. Most of them can't afford iPhones and other high-end brands. Our business is doing well.
The Techno brand is very popular in many provinces across the DRC. Some of the Chinese smartphone brands like these sell for less than $200 in stores around Kinshasa. That has enabled many young people to buy them and keep up to date with the latest social media trends. Digital entrepreneurs in the DRC face challenges of poor infrastructure, high costs of IT equipment, and financial services. But that hasn't stopped the mobile phone market from booming. According to statistics from the International Data Corporation, the DRC has more than 44 million mobile phone subscribers.
The Chinese bringing the smartphone in Africa at the affordable price was a good thing. Because right now, if you see the population in Kinshasa, you see the boom of population, people coming from all over. And if you go around Kinshasa and go anywhere, even the people are selling groundnuts, the people are selling cassava, they carry smartphones. And I think that is helping a lot the Congolese population.
The DRC is a major producer of coltan and cobalt, which are the raw materials used for making components for smartphones. Chinese companies have invested heavily in mining cobalt and coltan in the country. Those elements make their way back into Congolese society through smartphones. Some Chinese manufacturers have designed phones with long battery lives to cater for thousands of Congolese living in rural areas where access to electricity is a problem.
Guys, here you see the big boom with cell phones in the Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo, which is a good thing. Why I'm saying it's a good thing, even though it's a Chinese phone, not many people can afford Apple. Apple drop a new phone every couple months, and then the price goes up just because of something they tweak. Most people cannot afford all of this new iPhone that keep dropping. Me personally, I'm not gonna just buy a new iPhone because it's dropped, because the price is ridiculous. So with the Chinese bringing their Chinese-made phones into the Congo, of course, it's gonna blow up, because what? Now we're gonna have local citizens in the Congo can have access to social media, and that's what's running the world right now. No one is no longer watching cable networks and all of this. Everybody's on their phone. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all the big ones, name it, it's there. And also this will help local businesses to do businesses online, to trade and to get payment via whichever payment plan they use in the Congo. I don't really know, so I can't say. But that's why you have this big explosion when the Chinese bring it. And it's affordable. $200 for a phone is very affordable. And it's getting all the necessary apps you need to have access to the rest of the world. And I'm telling you, the Chinese are very smart. This is what the Chinese did. If they do this in the Democratic Republic Congo, right? Remember, that's where coltan come from. What do you need to make phones? Cobalt and coltan. That's the two main ingredients in making anything electrical. So, what do you think the Congolese government gonna do with Chinese bringing in this mass affordable phones to these citizens to ease the burden of citizens? They're gonna sign a deal with the Chinese to get the coltan and do some form of trade. This is why I'm telling the Chinese are very brilliant. War, you can't go and give someone aid and then tell them you need coltan or you need resources in return. When you actually give someone something that they actually need, you get things in return. You can't force someone to give you something as a Chinese deed. And this is what the West don't understand. There was bullying days when they used to come and say, I will I'll stop giving this 80 million if you don't do this. But the Chinese are way more smart. They actually give people what they need, like electricity, water, train lines, infrastructure. That benefits the country on a whole, and it helps the citizens bring them to the 21st century. So naturally, the Chinese are gonna have more playing power to say, okay, sign a trade with me and I'll do this and I'll take this. The West don't do that. That's what I said. The Chinese are very smart. Side note: the Chinese recent couple of months I did a video on Ghana where they build an oil refinery, and then the Chinese was running the oil refinery. They built it and they was running the oil refinery for Ghana. But Ghana took over the oil refinery, replaced all the Chinese engineers, and saved 3 million per month they save, right? That's 36 million they were saving per year from just replacing all the engineers in Ghana with the Ghanaians, right? Why I said this, the Chinese put all the manuals of the plant in Mandarin. What did the Ghanaian government did? Big ups to the Ghanaian government. They trained their engineers to learn Mandarin. Hence, the reason why they get to kick the Chinese out and replace them, because the Chinese, you see, so if I build a plan for you and put it in my language and you don't know the language, and I have to run it. But if you teach your people to learn the language, boom, you can put me out and run it, and that's what Ghana did. More countries in Africa should do this. People keep saying the Chinese is dead traps. No, Chinese do business. If they give you a loan, they expect payment. You have to have collateral. But you can't make them outsmart you. And that's what the West don't understand. And that's what most African countries are doing right now. They are now training their people to speak Mandarin, so then whenever they come and build anything, they can take over because the manuals are in Mandarin language. Anyway, back to the Congo. So that's why I said this is going to work out better for the Chinese, and it will work out better for the Congo as well, because people would not vote with a government that make them give them access to cell phones, to payment plans, to help businesses. And this is what the Chinese did as well. Those phones was designed to have long battery life, because for those little crevices and corners in the Congo where they don't have current, then you don't have to worry, because if your phone can last a 3-4 days charge, you don't have to worry about, and my phone needs a charge. Well, no, you have the 3-4 days of phone usage. Then you come back, let's say they charge it, and back and forth. So it helps people who far away from current to still have access to the internet and to the world, and especially if they're selling anything, they can do like art and craft. They take it, boom, they put on eBay or whatever they do down there, and people can gain access to money. So the government will always be praised for something like this, and this is what I want more countries in Africa to do. Follow the Ghanaian plan. Yes, they can come and build, take a loan, but they can take over, make sure your people speak the language, and then fire them, take over and save cash. I'll tell you, the Ghanaians are saving 36 million annually by just changing out the engineers. So you see, it does work and it can work. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you don't know what it is, it's the Washington SXM podcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace. One love.